Halo Infinite surprise launched on November 15th, and by surprise, I mean it was leaked days prior like everything else nowadays. The launch has given us access to the full multiplayer suite ahead of the launch of the campaign on December 8th. After a week, there has been some discussion about the game. Most of it seems to be centered around the same idea. This game is amazing, but the progression system is disappointing. I agree with this statement as well as others concerned about store pricing and lack of content. So let's talk about the Battle Pass. If you ask me to compare the content between Halo Infinite's Battle Pass and other games I play, I think it stacks up pretty well actually. So let's take a look at two Battle Passes from games I play regularly, Apex Legends and Smite. For those of you wondering why I play Smite over Dota or League, the answer is pretty simple. I'm not galaxy brain enough to play Dota, and I don't hate myself nearly enough to play League. However, if we take a look at Smite's Battle Pass, we can see what it offers. Also, just to be completely transparent, I'm only taking a look at the first half of Smite's Battle Pass, as currently it's a special one that incorporates Transformer skins. It's twice as long at 120 levels instead of the normal 60, and offers about double what the traditional Battle Pass offers for only a couple bucks extra. The typical Smite Battle Pass is 60 tiers, so I will only be looking at the first 60 tiers of this one for consistency. The other 60 tiers in this Transformers Battle Pass are pretty much the same, with unique skins that are just Gen 1 versions of the Transformers. It's a pretty nice deal for people who only play Smite. For all the Battle Passes, I broke down the stuff that people actually care about. In Smite, you can unlock 3 character skins, and a bunch of chests that give you different emotes and voice packs and avatars and stuff like that, and about 200 gems. You of course can get a bunch more stuff, including XP boosters, worshipper boosters, avatars, and the like, but that stuff isn't why you're purchasing the Battle Pass. One thing to note is that you only receive about 1/3 of the gems required to purchase the next pass. This is a relatively shallow offering compared to the others, especially as it costs more than either Apex or Halo. In Apex is where we start to see things get a little bit more interesting. In Apex, you get 9 skins, 14 loot boxes, a whopping 25 weapon skins, 1,200 crafting materials, 2 emotes, and 1,300 Apex coins. Now this sounds like a ton of stuff, and in some areas it is. 1,300 Apex coins fully covers the next Battle Pass you purchase, as well as allotting you 350 coins to spend on whatever you want. The 1,200 crafting metals guarantees you get any gold item of your choosing. These are genuinely great additions, especially the coins, but the other stats are extremely misleading. Remember how I called it a whopping 25 weapon skins? Well, the whopping comes from the inclusion of 21 blue skins. These blue skins are littered throughout the Battle Pass and often are just adding a different color to the already existing gun. The purple skins will sometimes include something neat, but in actuality, people are looking for those gold skins that can completely alter the look of a weapon. For weapons, there are only 3 golds available in the Battle Pass. One right at the start, and another at the end that reacts to kills. They also include a recolor of the reactive skin. In terms of character skins, there are 9, but we get to a similar situation as with the weapons. There are 4 blues and 3 purples, accounting for 7 of those skins. While the purples can look cool, more often than not they are just meh, and the blues might as well not exist once you unlock a gold or a purple for that character. There are 2 gold skins every season, and these are great. Same as the weapon skins, they can change the entire look of the character while still keeping its silhouette. Same as Smite, there's a ton of other stuff available in the Battle Pass. Weapon charms, holo sprays, voice lines, and more. These do offer some value, but are mainly just a way to fill out Battle Pass tiers. Now we can finally talk about Halo. In Season 1 of Halo Infinite, we get an armor core, 5 armor sets, 12 coatings, 1 AI, 3 armor effects, and 13 helmets. Again, there is a ton more to unlock, and we will discuss that, but for the most part, these are the items that get people to buy and progress the Battle Pass. The armor cores are like a foundation to build off of. It gives you a core armor that allows you to mix and match attachments on it. All 5 of the armor sets are gold, and if you've played Halo Reach, they'll hold some nostalgia as they're the members of Noble Team. The coatings contain 9 purples and 3 blues. These are about equivalent to the blues and purples in Apex. The coatings don't really change the gun necessarily, but there is an interesting option to change weapon model, which I think is something we'll see later. The AI that we get is the Superintendent from Halo 3 ODST, voiced again by Joe Staten. Helmets are the bread and butter of Halo customization. Seeing 13 of them here is nice. 3 of them are gold, 8 are purple, and only 1 is blue. Then, the 3 armor effects add a fire effect to your Spartan. The fire helmet and fire shoulders are similar to the reactive skins in Apex, as they are functionally just recolors. At level 100, we get a reactive skin in Halo as well, leaving behind fire while sprinting, jumping, and sliding, as well as shooting out flames when using the grapple shot. What I'm trying to show you is that the Battle Pass in Halo Infinite actually provides more, if not equal, content to others in the industry. My problem with the Battle Pass isn't to do with the content, but more with the painfully slow progression and the ramifications it has on customization. Progression seems to be the hot topic when discussing this Battle Pass, as everyone agrees it is agonizingly slow. For example, I have played Halo Infinite for about 15 hours at the time of writing this, and I'm currently done with all but 2 of the weekly challenges, and have achieved an astounding level 7. The problem is that you only get XP from completing challenges, and no per match performance-based XP. 343 tried to rectify this with including daily challenges that are simple stuff like, play a game. This is nice for a while. You play 2 games in a day and get 100 XP for each, and then the challenge escalates to play 2 games, and you still only get 100 XP. So basically, they have doubled the amount of time required to get 100 XP. It only gets worse from there. The worst I've seen it is play 5 games to get 150 XP. At this point, I've gone from getting 100 XP per game to earning about 30 XP per game, and I don't even get that XP for those last games unless I do finish all 5 of those games. This is utterly ridiculous, as you get actively less XP the more time you spend on the game. It gives off the feeling that you're being punished for playing, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you how shitty it feels. This is also paired with a weekly challenge system that doesn't give out nearly enough XP. At most, a challenge can give you 300 XP, or about 30% of a Battle Pass level. This is not nearly enough to move me through the Battle Pass at a steady pace. It doesn't help at all that a lot of these challenges are to use weapons that I don't even like, or play game modes that I'm not even interested in. For example, I had a challenge to get 10 kills with a shock rifle. Doing this challenge took me a while, as I don't really like the way the shock rifle handles, as well as having to search for it on every map, only to get killed with it as soon as I get it in my hands. You might be asking why I didn't use a challenge swap on that one if I didn't like it. Well, it's because I had to use the challenge swap on a separate challenge called Heat of the Moment, because the damn thing was just broken. I've seen others who have had this challenge say the same thing. It is a super simple challenge. You just need to get a kill with the heat wave. However, the challenge just would not complete, no matter how many times I picked up the heat wave and disintegrated other Spartans. I had to use one of my challenge swaps on that. I used the other one on another challenge that I think was broken, but I can't remember exactly what it was. There was another challenge that was bugged, but thankfully not broken. It required me to get kills in the chain gun of a Warthog, but despite me getting 5 in one game, it said I only got 3. I think I know why it was doing this, as I got those 5 kills over 2 times being in the Warthog. First time I got 2 kills, and the second I got 3. Then the challenge said I only did 3, so I think it was only counting the most recent life in which I got a Warthog gunner kill. This is reinforced by me getting 3 kills in the next game, 2 at the start and another one after I respawned. After the game, the challenge updated to read 4 kills. It was extremely frustrating, but at the very least, I was able to complete it. Looping back to that shock rifle challenge, some may have said, just don't do the challenge. And to that, I say, I wish I could. But without doing the weekly challenges, how am I supposed to progress through the Battle Pass? I don't get per match XP after 2 matches, and none of that is performance based to reward me for playing well. The fact that I could theoretically play a game of CTF, go 24-0, and get 6 overkills, and 3 flag captures, and get a grand total of 0 XP, because I only played 3 out of 5 games to complete a daily challenge and didn't progress a weekly because the shock rifle doesn't even spawn on this map, is completely batshit crazy. The absolute first thing 343 needs to add to Halo Infinite is a performance-based XP system. Okay, so while I was writing this, they updated the XP system to give 50 a match. While this system is better than the one they had to start with, it has its own problems. My main complaint with the old system was that people who play for a long period of time weren't getting enough XP. This is remedied for when you start getting the play 4 matches for 150 XP dailies, but utterly ruins it for the people who play less often. In order to level up your battle pass once without doing challenges, you would need to play 20 games. If we say that every game takes about 10 minutes and includes some downtime in between games, that could take 3 to 4 hours of playing to achieve. That is better than the old system, but that isn't saying much. To be fair, they did actually fix the challenge issues that I was having earlier with stuff like the Heatwave challenge not registering. But I haven't had a chance to test the other issues I had with the Warthog Gunner challenge because I never got that one this week. While this system is an improvement, it is not enough. The thing that makes this the most frustrating is that Halo Infinite is a fantastic game. I won't speak too much about it here as I plan to do a full critique of the game after the campaign is released, but the core gameplay is the best the series has felt since Halo 3. It's only been a couple days, and all I want to do is play more. A part of the enjoyment of previous Halo titles was progressing and unlocking new armors. And while customization appears to be better than ever, the progression here is kinda whack. The monetization of Halo is also drawing some criticism. Right now, the store bundles on offer are way too expensive. I would like to mention that while 343 is ultimately responsible for the price of their skins, this is an industry thing where games have been selling skins for like $20. It is egregious pricing and should be criticized industry-wide, not just in Halo Infinite. The other thing is that when we take a look at what kind of customization you can get for free in Halo Infinite, in the free Battle Pass progression, you can get a total of 8 armor pieces, 5 coatings, 4 visor colors, and 2 helmets. For people who don't want to pay for the premium track, you don't get much to work with. The majority of the customization suite is behind a paywall, and that is rather disheartening. One thing I think they should do is offer almost all of the armor attachments and some more helmets in the free tier to allow free-to-play people some more customization. Most people will still probably pay for that premium pass in order to get the armor effects and the legacy skins included, so why lock out free-to-play gamers from the vast majority of the customization? I think this gesture would actually help people get more invested in the Battle Pass and play more, and with time they might realize all the stuff that they would get if they just coughed up $10. The stuff in there is worth the price, unlike the stuff in the store currently. Another thing that needs to be added to the Battle Pass is a way to recover some of the cost back. While I would appreciate that you earn back all 1,000 credits in order to get the next pass, I think that with 343's philosophy towards battle passes being forever available, I would be okay with being able to recoup about half the cost. This way you would effectively only have to pay $5 for each subsequent battle pass. That would be a nice addition, and they could certainly make room for it. Just remove a few of the 40 challenge swaps currently in the battle pass.
Behind you. Did you just do what I think you did?
At the end of the day, I play Halo Infinite because it's the most fun multiplayer game out right now. In the short amount of time I have spent with it, I feel confident in saying Halo will be in the rotation with other games I play for quite a while. However, the Battle Pass progression is disappointing and deserves all of the criticism it's getting. 343 will need to put that same care and love they put into the gameplay into the Battle Pass and its progression. I believe in the product, but the business and monetization side of it needs some work.